President Obama is back at the White House this morning after delivering his much-anticipated goodbye address. The president spoke last night to a crowd of 18,000 people in his hometown of Chicago. He warned about threats to our democracy and urged all Americans to have faith in the country. Dean Reynolds is in Chicago, where he listened to the president's plea. Dean, good morning.
Good morning. Well, last night in his farewell address, the president urged Americans to stay involved in the democratic process, and he emphasized the importance of a smooth and peaceful transition to his successor. In his farewell message,
I can't do that.
President Obama said it's every citizen's responsibility to be guardians of America's democracy.
Democracy can buckle when it gives in to fear. That's why I reject discrimination against Muslim Americans who are just as patriotic as we are.
His remarks on income inequality seem to reflect on the themes of the last election.
If every economic issue is framed as a struggle between a hardworking white middle class and an undeserving minority, then workers of all shades are going to be left fighting for scraps while the wealthy withdraw further into their private enclaves.
The president offered a challenge to Republicans trying to dismantle the Affordable Care Act.
If anyone can put together a plan that is demonstrably better, I will publicly support it.
After 2 terms in the spotlight, Mr. Obama issued a tearful tribute to his daughters and the First Lady.
Michelle LaVaughn Robinson, girl of the South Side, you made the White House a place that belongs to everybody. Malia and Sasha, of all that I have done in my life, I am most proud to be your dad.
Last night, the nation's 44th president closed with a promise.
My fellow Americans, it has been the honor of my life to serve you. I won't stop. I'm asking you to believe, not in my ability to bring about change, but in yours. Yes, we can. Yes, we did. Yes, we can. Thank you. God bless you.
Now, there was a brief flurry of interest last night as to the whereabouts of the president's 15-year-old daughter, Sasha, who did not make the trip to Chicago. It turns out that school obligations prevented her from making the trip here. Nora?
Yeah, Dean, thank you. I bet she was still watching at home from the White House.
Just think about that, what we heard from the chief of staff of the White House, a president who's up at 3 o'clock studying.
Yes.
Here's like daughter, like
Passed on
father.
to his daughter.
Yeah.
Well, listen, a big exam. Hope she gets an A today. Come on, Sasha, we want you to get an A. What a message that sends, though, that her parents said, no, you got to sit and study. I like that.
Yeah,
Or she said it.
Or you're right, Charlie. She could have said it. You're absolutely right.
President talking about the importance of democracy and questioning, and also a peaceful transition of power last
This
night.
tribute to Michelle Obama was very touching.
Wasn't that
very, very, very touching?
very lovely?